As you wake up in the morning, you want to find the latest, greatest information about criminal cases and have an intuitive conversation about the suspects associated with these cases. Head over to the Bullhorn Betty channel on YouTube. Breaking news right here on the Bullhorn Betty channel. Welcome to the Bullhorn Betty Coffee Club. Enjoy your stay and enjoy your day.
Hello, coffee clubbers. How are you doing this lovely afternoon? Yes, it is me in living color. I know I have been gone for just a little bit, but it was because I was traveling, as many of you know. It is nice to see each and every one of you guys here. I am glad you guys are spending your afternoon with me. We have a lot to go over. We're not going to go over everything today. We're going to go over a few things today. Tomorrow, many of you guys know I am going to have a members only live tomorrow to go over some stuff. We want to give a big shout out to Snow. Snow single-handedly sponsored my trip to Tennessee, to Rogersville and Kingsport, Tennessee. So thank you, Snow, for that. She had reached out on one of the other lives and asked me to please follow Reverend Donna's map. And that's what we did. I personally went out there. I usually don't go to these things alone, but Olivia's working Jonathan wasn't going to be heading up to Ohio until a little later in the week. He went up Thursday. I left Monday. So, I was able to cover a lot of ground. Many of you guys know Jonathan was also in the area on Thursday before he made his way up to Ohio. I was going to stop back by Tennessee on the way back from Ohio. I don't know if you guys saw my post, but let me show you. Oh my gosh, this trip was nuts. Can I get this up? Let's see if I can get it up. So there is my phone right there. It is cracked. Doesn't display this way. I probably shouldn't show text messages in here, but I can't get it out. There we go. So I am just cracked. Screen doesn't work. My phone, I'm trying to download it now. It did me in. So there is the phone for all the haters out there that say I'm grifting and need to beg money for a phone. Just to let you know, I bought a phone. Okay. But there is the phone. It is shot. It will not take any fingerprints. It doesn't. On the way home yesterday. Oh, it did. It actually worked. But it won't take any fingerprints. The only way I can get this thing to work is with this pen, and this pen actually fell out yesterday, and I'm like, I wonder if this pen will work. And it did. So I was able to pull up the map, which is what I really needed because I had no GPS, but it was already when we were I think it was in Virginia. I had already passed the turn to go to Tennessee. And I said, you know what, this is a sign that I just need to go home. I had a lot of stuff that I needed to do. So I am going back to Tennessee. As many of you guys know, somebody from our team has been in Tennessee every single month since December, with the exception of February. And, we plan on continuing to go back. Whether it's as the team, if it's us individually in our individual capacity, it does not matter. We are fighting hard for this baby. We are trying to find where she's at. And, I just want to give, again, a big shout out to Snow. She deserves it. She is fighting hard as well. I hope I didn't let you down, Snow. I covered a lot of area in a day and a half that I had to, I had contributed to that trip. So again, I do plan on going back. I'm sorry I had some issues with the phone, but we will continue to go back and see what is going on there. So thank you very much for that. Everybody needs to give Snow a big shout out for her contribution to Team Summer. And thank you. And so I see you, Snow. Thank you. So, we're just very blessed that we do have people out there that help support these initiatives and help keep us moving forward in the right direction. And we are able to cover a lot of ground. Reverend Donna has reached out to me. There are some other areas that she would like me to look. I do plan on going back and looking. So, we will continue this search. This is a disclaimer to Hawkins County as well. Hawkins County, you guys are under tremendous scrutiny worldwide. You're not just under Bullhorn Betty scrutiny. Hawkins County Humane Society, you are under immense scrutiny as well, because people are concerned about those animals that are up there, those animals that, and this is what I've got to say to you. And I'm just going to say it just like this. You guys are making excuses as to what is going on that hill. The bottom line is, as you keep saying, these animals are not Candace's animals. But the only dogs that come down that hill are from Candace Wells and Don Wells' property. They don't come from any other property around that area. They come directly down their driveway. And if it wasn't their animals, why are you saying that you are supplying them with dog food and cat food? If they're not their animals, why are you supplying that household with food for animals that are not theirs. And for you to have the audacity to call me out and state that I'm harassing you for being concerned about animals, shame on you. And if you want to threaten litigation, buckle up, Buttercup. Buckle up. Because what you did was defamation and slander. I have not harassed you. I have not harassed the Wells. Everything I do is within the law. So I take I don't take very kindly to idle threats. My name is Andrea Lynn Griffin. I live in Manatee County, Florida, and I am waiting with bated breath your lawsuit. And if you think you're going to scare me with some high-powered attorneys, it doesn't work. I've got a brain. I'm well educated in the law. And I'm happy to see you in the court of law. I can guarantee if that is what you are going to be taking to court to sue me over, you are not going to have the results that you are seeking. And the slanderous and defaming comments left on your Facebook page, I will countersuit for. Now, with that being said, I am not easily pushed over. As many of you guys know, I've been through hell and back ever since I converted from TikTok to YouTube. And believe me, nobody made me on YouTube, no matter how much they want to claim they did. I've got I got a lot of support from TikTok. I got a lot of support from my Twitter page that converted over here to YouTube. So that's why only 300 people disappeared when somebody started calling me out. We have now overcome those 300 people. So kudos to everybody that watches. You guys are supporting a channel that supports you. And Talk to Angels, first and foremost, let me just make my statement very clear. Nobody's forcing you to be here. If you don't like watching me, you don't like what I say, you know how to change the channel, right? Or do you need me to give you some instructions on that? Yes, I'm being that brash because I'm over it. I'm over it. If you don't like me, get the hell out of here. It's just that simple. Trying to help me how? I'm interested in this. If I misunderstood what you were writing, I apologize. Yes, but we need to find out if that's for children or if that was for adults. A lot of nice to meet you too. Sorry if I was a little brash, but you don't understand the level of hate I have had. Actually, you know what? In the grand scheme of things, the people that don't like me, it's a small group of people, right? It's a small group of people that want to just use my name to exploit my name so they can make clicks, clickbait, and make money off me. And as you're seeing is over time, those channels are no longer. And there's a reason, because either people are reporting them or people are not watching them or their channels just aren't growing. So, to each their own, to each their own. And for all those people that that think I do this for free, not to the people here, I don't work for free. This is a 100% viewer-sponsored channel. And you know what? The viewers come here, the viewers support, the viewers sponsor. So for all the haters out there, if I didn't have the support, I probably wouldn't be here. So with that being said, we're going to move on with the day. A lot of things have happened. A lot of things. Many of you guys know, well, you guys didn't know at the time. It was a hush-hush. Only some few people knew. Even my teammates didn't even know I was heading. I literally spoke to Donna, got the map, and I left. I didn't even know I was leaving. I didn't even make plans. Like, I literally realized I had a map. I realized I had a place I could go look, and I packed up my stuff in a matter of 2 hours and hit the road. Snow knows that because I reached out to her and told her, hey, I'm leaving. We got the map. I've talked to Donna. I'm heading out. And lo and behold, she sponsored the gas. She even threw an extra bone after the fact. So I appreciate all your love and support, Snow. That was amazing. We were able to cover a lot of ground. Jonathan came out there. You guys haven't seen his videos yet. I'm lucky. I only got to see the video or the photo and the video of the poor puppy. I didn't have to see it in person. Jonathan did. And I can tell you, he called me crying and sent me those photos. And after he sent me those photos, I broke down and started crying. It was sad. Thank you, Lisa. Thank you. Thank you for your love and support. Thank you. Thank you. So it was a horrific sight. And as you guys can imagine, it was too graphic to post. That's why I kind of just lost it. I really did. I mean, when I saw those, as you guys can see, I just picked up the videotape and everything in me just came out. I was shaking. I was crying. I was upset because I think I know which puppy it was. It was the puppy that I had just seen, and I'm going to be releasing that video here in a little while. Again, I'm having phone issues. Everything's on the phone. I'm trying to download it. I've got a half a terabyte of memory on this phone, and it's going to take probably 20 hours to get everything off this phone. And once I get it off, I'll start releasing some more footage out there. But right now, I'm trying to conserve this phone. Many of you guys know we have not harassed, nor would we harass the Humane Society of Hawkins County, despite their inflamed lies. So Hawkins County Humane Society, I went on your page. You now have my full name. I will be waiting for the lawsuit with bated breath. And I can promise you it will not end the way you want it to end. I can promise you that. What you did was wrong. Instead of just acknowledging that, yes, you had been contacted and you guys do your very best as a nonprofit, act professional. I don't know what joker you've got running your Facebook page, but fire them. If they're a volunteer, put them somewhere else, because they're going to get you in a lot of legal hot water with those kinds of comments. Just because you are a nonprofit doesn't preclude you from being sued. So watch your step. So let's just talk about some of the things that I saw. I grabbed that map. We went to a lot of places. After the fact, Reverend Donna did watch the videos. As many of you know, I posted the videos of all. Those are the 4 things that I did is post the videos of all her spots on the map, because I didn't have anything other than an email address for her, and I knew she was going to be watching. Now, Eastman Chemical Company, the places on that map appeared on that map were not places that were accessible to folks. But she did reach out to me and ask me to go back and look at areas that might be accessible. So I've already got her email and everything like that. So when I do go back, I plan on taking her emails, because she did send me not just there, but several other locations that came to mind after the fact. I would have been there. And I broke a nail. Look at that. I broke a nail. I've been growing my nails. Don't they look so nice? And then I came back from my camping trip. I got soaked. I got to tell you about this trip. This trip is insane. So I got soap, pillowcases and stuff. So I'm taking the pillowcases out, and one of the pillows kind of got, fought me a little bit, and I went to grab it literally just 15 minutes ago. Popped the nail. And these are not fake nails, so it hurt. Probably might hurt worse if it was a fake nail with all its super glue. So, let's see. Good Lord. If you're not going to be respectful, just go somewhere else. Heckle somebody else. Guys, get that Carlos out of here. And I don't even think it's the real Carlos, because I don't think I would have unblocked that maniac. So it's somebody else that's trolling under his name. I guarantee it. So at any rate, if we can keep the trolls to a minimum and keep the heckling to the minimum, everybody has an opportunity, whether they oppose me or agree with me. The bottom line is I do unconventional things. I do controversial things within the confines of the law. So what I do is completely 100% lawful. If you don't like what I do, that's okay. To each their own. You have every right to do it your way if you so choose. But what I do find is that many people that heckle and don't like the work I do aren't doing anything different. They're sitting at home complaining and, griping about the work other people are doing without actually really doing any work themselves. Now, that's with the exception of a few YouTube channels like Tiffany Marie. She had some, she came down and basically said she didn't like what we did, and that's okay. Tiffany Marie has been following this case from out the gate, and I don't want anybody going over there and criticizing Tiffany Marie for her criticism of me. She has every right to criticize me if she so chooses. To each their own. I do personally like Tiffany Marie. I like AB. And, she helped us immensely on our first trip to Rogersville, Tennessee. Absolutely, hands down, immensely. When she feels that we do a good job, Tiffany Marie, posts on her Facebook page, thank you, Bullhorn Betty and so and so and so and so. You know what I'm saying? So, she's allowed to have an opinion just like everybody else is allowed to have an opinion. I don't care, I don't care what other people's opinions are. They're still allowed to have them, just like I'm allowed to do what I choose to do because it's my time, right? So, I don't want people going over there and heckling Tiffany Marie and saying, you don't care about the animals or, whatever. She does. She cares about a lot, guys. I mean, she cares about quite a lot. Lake Girl, calm your horses. Calm your horses. All of this is about Summer Wells. I just spent, a day and a half out there. So calm your horses. If you don't like my intro and you want to come back for the meat and potatoes, watch the replay. So, as you guys can tell, I really don't have patience for rudeness. If you're not being rude and I'm misunderstanding, I do apologize. But I can tell you, out of every place that I went to in Tennessee, I just keep coming back to, I really truly believe she's on their property. I really truly believe she's on their property. I don't believe she's off their property. Could they? Don is a very conniving, manipulating man. Could he have done something? Could he have taken her somewhere? I mean, he works on unbuilt homes. Is there another place that? Yeah, there are. There are many places. But, I keep going back to all the cases that we've covered. And we've covered many. This is not our first rodeo, right? Gabby Petito was only 1,500 yards from where the white van, where Red, White, and Bethune videotaped the Brian and Gabby's van. Brian was only 1,000 yards from the Mustang where he parked the Mustang. When we covered Colin Knapp and Kathleen Moore was literally, he took her out the back, broke the gate, and took her, 2 doors down. The list goes on and on and on. And it's just, people are a lot closer because, with the exception of Cassie Carley, right? Cassie Carley was taken from Florida to Alabama. But I guarantee that if it wasn't for the 30-foot trailer that Marcus had, believe it was Marcus, if I'm not mistaken. Gosh, these names. It would have, I believe she would have been closer than we had thought as well. I think she would have been right in that general immediate area, because people aren't just going to travel with people. If they get in a wreck, they get stuck, how are they going to explain, transportation to a law enforcement? I mean, it's a no-brainer. Could he have moved her at night? Absolutely. Absolutely could have moved her at night. I keep thinking about all those barrels, those blue barrels on their property. How many were there and how many are still there? Is she in a landfill in one of those barrels? You wonder if law enforcement doesn't tell anybody anything, right? So we literally don't know anything. And this idea that people are just going to sit back and let law enforcement, we are letting law enforcement handle it. Don't get me wrong. That's not my thing. But to think that nobody's going to cover this case and nobody's going to be out there and nobody's going to question and nobody's going to hold law enforcement accountable and nobody's going to hold, the Humane Society accountable and nobody's going to hold TBI accountable is insane. The whole world is watching. The entire world is watching, folks. It's not just me. It's not just Jonathan. It's not just Olivia. The whole world is watching. So this idea that there's going to be no scrutiny for Hawkins County is insane. Hawkins County needs to just deal with it. Instead of condemning it, be a little more transparent. Tell us what you can tell us. What you're telling us is a whole bunch of nothing, which nobody's just going to sit on their hands and say, okay, we're just going to wait. Let's just wait. Right? They don't mind help until the help is overwhelming, and then they don't want help anymore. But it's always that nugget, and then they complain when people don't want to participate or want to help them. I mean, right? You're damned if you do, and you're damned if you don't. That's the bottom line, right? Even me following that map and finding that pile of dirt that didn't go with that whole entire area. Where did it come from? I don't know. What I can tell you is it looked awfully weird having a rock in the center of it. And then I go over to the funeral home and see that kind of dirt out there where somebody could have just pulled up in the middle of the night, packed it in their truck, and took it over there to bury something. Did law enforcement go and check it or get a canine out there to make sure that nothing human was under there? I don't know. I can't force them to do it. The only thing I can do is give them a videotape of what, happened. And, I can guarantee, and it sounds insane, but I can guarantee they probably didn't check anything with it. I don't know that for a fact. I had to leave to go to Ohio, literally after that video was taken. I went over to the East Tennessee Cemetery, and where did I go after that? Eastman Chemical Company. I stopped by Allie's house to see how she was doing, and I went to Chimney Top Road. After that, it was 3:30 in the afternoon. I didn't get into Ohio until after 9 o'clock. I had to sleep in my vehicle in Ohio because I couldn't set my tent up because it was below freezing, which brings me to the next thing. My trip was crazy. The phone wasn't the only thing that went wrong on this trip. So I slept in the car the first night I get to Ohio. I set my tent up. My tent falls in on me, floods the whole tent. As I'm trying to get the tent, I got the tent popped back up until about 7:30 in the morning. I went to go to take a shower. And come back, and they're like, oh, well, we got to move the tents, break them down, blah, blah, blah. Well, I have an air mattress, but this is one of the nice air mattresses that have the built-in pump. Well, you got to plug it in to inflate it, and you got to plug it in to deflate it. You can't just and it just deflates on its own. So I had to pull my car up to it to use the plug to deflate the mattress, and the freaking car gets stuck in the mud. Yes, all this stuff happened back. And then the stupid phone, I have the battery, I have an external battery pack. It fell, and the battery pack lands right on top of it. Phone is done. That cost me about $487. It was going to be about $450 to fix the phone or to buy a new phone for $487. So I bought a new phone for $487. So it cost me a lot, just to say the least. It cost me a lot, but that's okay. It was for a good cause. We're definitely fell on the back days. Why are you yelling? Do you realize? Maybe you don't, because I've never heard of your name before, and I'm assuming you're a troll and a gaslighter. First of all, I'm deaf. You understand that? That means I can't hear well. Okay, I'm disabled, and guess what? I don't take a penny of disability. Not for my hearing, not for my back, nothing. You get it? If you don't like it, move on. Like, I'm over you people. I'm seriously over you. Go make a video about me. Go hate on me. Go hate on me somewhere else. Nope, I could not afford the iPhone. To get a comparable Samsung and an iPhone was going to cost me over $1,400. I just don't have it. I just don't. So, I just don't. Hey, Betty fan, I hope everything's going well. Yeah, but I don't buy my phone. I think buying the phone from the store is overpriced. I've never bought my phones from the store because they're way overpriced. I can get them online for much cheaper, for half the cost. And it basically, when I buy a phone, I'm basically have enough money to buy two because of the money I save on buying just one, not through the store. Yeah, you get insurance, but I'm hard-headed like that. People are so rude because they're jealous. That's the bottom line. That's the only thing they can say. That's the only thing they can say. They say I'm a horrible person. When people find out I'm not a horrible person, it's this. If it's not that, it's like I'm a grifter. If it's not a grifter, I'm a scammer. These people, they are insane. They literally do not have a brain. And you know what it boils down to is because of who I am and where I came from. It's because of my political beliefs that these insane people come out and attack me. They don't even know me. Never met me in my life, but yet they act like they know every aspect of my life because they thought it, they know it. That's why. Yeah, that's what I did. I just got mine from eBay. I got a different case. This isn't an Otterbox, folks. This is an Otterbox, right? The Defender. This is an Otterbox. I had this screen repaired once before when I broke the LCD once before, spent $450 for this screen, bought this $87 Otterbox. And if you look at it, it's got these nice raised tops for the top and the bottom. But look at that. The glass hangs above the side. So guess where it broke at? On the side. These Otterboxes, these Defender Otterboxes suck. Don't waste your money on them. Find an off-brand. It's sad to say, an off-brand Otterbox with all four raised sides. Save your money. Make sure if you buy something to protect your phone, it has raised edges, not just on the front and the back, but on the side. If you buy it and you find out that there's no raised edges on the side, send it back and get your money back. Because this Otterbox that cost me I think it was $78 some was a waste of my money and has now cost me over $800 to trust this package. So save yourself time, save yourself the headache, quit buying Otterbox. It sucks. It absolutely sucks. I will never buy another Otterbox again. It's cost me entirely too much money to own an Otterbox. The bottom line is I have back and neck problems, so I have grip issues, and things fall out of my hands, period. Things fall out of my hands. So, yeah, well, from what I hear, the older ones are and a friend turned me on because she had the Otterbox for her iPhone, but it had raised edges on all four sides. I bought the more expensive one, and it only has raised edges on the top and the bottom. How stupid is that? especially on an all glass phone. And it comes back to what manufacturer of a phone would make an entire phone out of glass? That is the most stupid thing I have ever seen in my life. An entire phone, literally the entire phone, front and back, is glass. A phone. Who? Come on, Samsung. Like, really? Yeah, screen protector. That, again, the whole phone is glass. Unless you're planning on wrapping the entire phone in bubble wrap, you're kind of screwed. So, at any rate, getting back to Summer Wells, I know we're kind of getting off topic a little, and this is going to be a short video, just because I literally drove straight from Ohio. I'm exhausted. I've been working here. I've got to prepare because, as many of you guys know, it's not just, I don't just do the YouTube. I'm a productive member of my society. I go to, BOCC, Board of County Commissioners. I go to school board meetings. I do a lot of stuff with my community. And tomorrow is a Board of County Commissioner meeting, and I still have the agenda to review and go over. And some of these agendas are 1,800 pages long. So I just wanted to come out here. I missed everybody immensely. I really, really did. You guys have no idea how much I missed you guys being off this channel for, a week. I mean, I left Monday. Today is Monday. It's been a week since I've, not gone live. So, oh, hey, Sherry. Sherry's another great supporter of this channel. I love everyone. If you guys do, if for those that would like to be a supporter of this channel, you can go to the Join Me, or you can sponsor right here until we go to our trip in Michigan. We're going to be covering another case. For many of you guys know, we're still covering Summer Wells. I mean, don't think we're ever going to forget about that baby until she is found. We are going to work very, very hard until she is found. And this is the community. And I don't care how many people don't want me in Hawkins County. I don't care. I don't care if, the Humane Society out there hates Bullhorn Betty. I don't care. It's not about them. It's about those animals on top of that property. It's about Summer Wells. I feel like everybody in Hawkins County doesn't give a damn about anything. It's like insane. And then I've got this Detective Pruitt, which we backed the blue. And he's a nice guy. I have to be honest, he's a nice guy. But I had to get him off the phone because I was literally ready to go off on him. And I hate saying that, but if you guys watch that video, I cut him off and I'm like, thank you for your time, because I was ready to unleash like I could feel it coming. I literally could feel it boiling in my body, where I was about to say, are you freaking kidding me? The crime, she doesn't have her damn children. That house is a disgusting mess. Neglect, child endangerment, child abuse, animal abuse, contributing to the delinquency of a minor, the potential of her having, this relationship with an underage kid. I was literally ready to come unglued when he said that to me, guys. You guys have no earthly idea. And I had to just say thank you for your time and get him off the phone, because I'm telling you, I got a pop mouth, and once it starts popping off, it ain't shutting up. It just isn't shutting up. Many of you guys have seen me on rampages on here before. It is a pop mouth. It just starts flying before I can just shovel it back in. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I was dealing with. That is truly what I was about to deal with. And I didn't want to do that to that man, because I know he's working hard. I know he has a family. He has children. I know that this is something that, that's eating at him. I know law enforcement. I have law enforcement friends. I know what they are going through when they cover these cases. And I know how their hands are somewhat tied, especially with a district attorney that wants this beautiful, big, beautiful package with a bow so he can take it to trial and have no problems with this thing. it's frustrating for me because there's so much low-hanging fruit to get those wells on, to get them in jail until they have resolution on summer wells. And I don't know. I mean, again, Florida gets it. South Carolina gets it. Virginia gets it. This kind of crap wouldn't happen here in the state of Florida if the same exact case with the same exact circumstances happened here in Florida. Both those parents would be in jail at this moment on something until they found out what in the world happened. And it's very upsetting to me as well as many of you. Guys, do me a favor, right under my face is a thumbs up. Please like this segment, this channel. If you guys would like to become a member or a subscriber, please do. Again, I know many of you guys, a lot of you guys had reached out to me and asked me about my Patreon account. I don't have one yet. I will set that up. We are, as promised, I told you I was going to have, member only features, which we weren't going to do at the beginning, but I realized how important it is because we do have members of this channel and they deserve to have perks for being members of this channel because they support us every single month. Not only their time in here watching, but also monetarily, and we need to give back to them as well. So I'm also going to be, not sure when this is going to happen, but I am going to have some shirts made. I will start mailing some shirts. We will start doing things of that nature as an additional perk for you guys supporting this channel. But, it's sad. How much more can we do for summer wells here? We're going out there every single month. There's not a lot of YouTubers that are going out there every single month to check on this and check on that. We're sending somebody out. It's cost us a lot of money to send the entire team out, but if we can send one person out here and one person out there and do something to check on this case, that's what we're going to do. So I'm hoping that we can just keep her name alive. And you know what, with all this controversy with Hawkins County Humane Society and the law enforcement aspect, guess what? Summer's name is not going to be forgotten. There's always going to be something that's going to perk somebody, because that's what we do. We keep things alive. And there's a lot of people across the YouTube doing it, keeping her name out there. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Karen. I appreciate it. Thank you so much for your love and support. There's a lot of people out there across YouTube trying to keep this baby's name out there and let everybody know we haven't forgotten about her, which we haven't. The last time, Lake Girl, the last time we were out there, I believe we counted 6. I can guarantee they're down to 5 or less because that was the one dog we saw. We don't know how many. I can tell you that when we saw the dogs in January, they looked much healthier than when I saw them on Tuesday. And clearly, the one looked a heck of a lot healthier on Tuesday as opposed to Thursday. That puppy was a puppy. That dog on the side of the road was a puppy. I feel like the only people that are helping Summer and trying to help those dogs are everybody other than the people that should be there helping protect those animals and helping protect those children. Like, it should have never taken Summer disappearing before those children are ripped out of that home. And guess what? It took Summer disappearing before anybody in Hawkins County wanted to give a damn about those kids. And just like it took a puppy dying before anybody wanted to jump in and start really helping, trying to save those damn dogs. The Wells don't deserve to have any living creature in their care, custody, or control. I stand behind that 100%. And I can take all the backlash. Clip channels, get it. I will take every bit of the backlash you want to throw at me to save those children and to save those animals. And if you don't like it, oh well. Oh, wow. I'm done. Like, I could care less. Don't like me. At least I'm on the right side of things. So, anyways, guys, we're coming up to the top of the hour. I promise you, tomorrow we will go live. I don't know if it's going to be before or after my BOCC meeting. I guess it's going to depend on my body. If my body's willing to get up at the crack of dawn, I will be up. They don't. No, they don't deserve a freaking plant. They don't deserve. They don't deserve anything. They don't deserve anything. Like Candace, she can't. I told. What did I? But I did call it, didn't I? Because before Dawn went to jail, what did I say? I said, as soon as Dawn's going to jail, they may end up telling on each other because Candace can't keep her legs closed. And guess what? She did not fail Bullhorn Betty. She did not fail Bullhorn Betty. She did not fail any of you guys because the lady can't keep those things. She needs to keep her before she gets the. Just saying. Just saying. BOCC Board of County Commissioners. Board of County Commissioners. So, yeah, they don't deserve nothing. And, you know, and I take a lot of backlash for the work I do, and that's okay. And you know, and you guys get it. For those that support and love me and love the team, you guys get what we're doing. You guys get why we do what we do the way we do it. You know, it is for the shock and awe in some cases. But you know what? Summer's name is being in, you know, being traveled around, you know, our names are being traveled around. There's a reason why we do everything that we do. It's very strategic. It's not like we go out and just have no guide, no rhyme or reason for doing the things that we do. We have a very good, clear cut. We know exactly why we're doing what we're doing. And many of you guys get it. Many of you guys don't. But we will always err on the side of caution. We will always follow the law. And we will exploit the law to our benefit to get our job done. And I don't need permission from anybody to do it. I'm thankful for the love and support that we got, the people that are propelling us forward, that understand why we do what we do and understand the impact that we are making. Some people don't get it, and I can't help that. But Summer's life matters. Those boys' lives matter, and so do those animals. And I am just kind of disgusted because let me tell you this. So another thing is they said, I think one of the other statements that the Humane Society said law enforcement has been out there many times to check on the animals. Many times to check on these animals. And my response to them was, is it normal for law enforcement to have to go to a house so many times to check on an animal or animals? Right? I mean, I keep thinking how many times when I had my dogs in my care, custody, or control, how many times law enforcement came over here to check on my animals? Zero. Zero. I had zero Humane Society come to my home. Many of you have animals. How many times have you had law enforcement and the Humane Society come to your house to drop off food because you can't take care of your damn animals? Oh, I forgot. They're not Candace's animals. They're strays. So anybody in and around the Hawkins County area that's on Ben Hill Road, if you see a stray dog coming down off the Wells property, remember, it is not their animal. We have them on the record saying over and over and over again, they don't own any of those animals up there. Those animals do not belong to them. So you have every right to take those animals to a safe place. So if you are in and around that area and you see one of those animals coming down off that mountain, remember, they are not Candace's animals. They are not Dawn's animals. Take those animals to safety. There is nothing they can do about it because that dog is a stray. Save that dog from the wells. Save those animals from the wells. If I had the ability, that poor puppy that came running up to me was so cute. It had one blue eye and one brown eye. And I'm telling you, that was the smallest dog there. And that size of that. All right, guys. I'm done. Have a great day.